Ninja, being the cool nice hero he is, woke up late and was running around town to search for his friend, Blueberry and Orange. When he heard them talking, Blueberry said, "Orange, did you hear about that giant red thing in the sky?" "Yeah, dude, it is really creepy," Orange said. So I, also known as Banana Ninja, ran over and said, "What red thing?" Blueberry said, "Look up, bro!" And then I saw it. So I nicknamed it the Silly Sally. First, I was walking around asking people, "Where's that thing gonna land?" over and over again, but no one knew. So I asked Blueberry and Orange. Blueberry and Orange, grouped up to find it ourselves. We ended up calculating that I was going to land at the War of the Gods crater, which is a place only highly experienced fighters and evil gods could enter or land. Started to worry about the battle because in Comic 7, the War of the Gods on page 8, the Red God got away, and it was mad. When I looked up again, I saw that same old shade of red, and I knew we were going to have to deal with and fight. He might be stronger and back for a lot of revenge. Next, we waited at the crater, and I knew that we couldn't do this as 3 people. In Comic 7, we could barely do this as 4. So, I knew I would need to call backup. Called some people, and soon enough, blackberry, raspberry, lemon, lime, and dragon fruit all showed up. Then we all waited and waited and waited until the Red God arrived. Later, we all got woken up with a fright as an alarm went off. And a loud voice said, "There are 10 hours before arrival. Prepare yourselves." Then we all grabbed armor and weapons. The alarm went off again, and this time it said, 10 minutes before the arrival. I know there's a high chance of losing, so I told everyone to try their best out in the battle. Then while Blackberry was running to go grab his hat, something tragic happened. Kaboom! We were all in shock. The Red God had landed, and Blackberry got crushed and killed in an instant after it landed. "Don't worry, I'll make her lose balance," Lime said as she used her ability to stretch and blow off her legs, which sacrificed herself in the process. Then as we all rushed towards the Red God, Orange, Blueberry, Raspberry, and Dragon Fruit got eaten, so I force-fielded all of them except the fake Orange. I yelled at the Red God saying, "Hey, fat guy, come and get me!" The Red God lunged at me, so I dodged him and he flew into the barrier. He was stunned. I hit the button on the remote and boom! The fake Orange detonated and the Red God blew up into a bunch of pieces and was defeated. The alarm went off again, and this time it said, "The Banana Gang wins!" Finally, after the battle, I revived the fallen ones with my superpowers and healed them up. I said, "Hey guys?" I asked. "Yeah?" They all responded. "Remember 10 hours before the battle said we're gonna lose?" "Yup," they responded. "I learned a lesson that you should believe in yourself and not say you're gonna lose. You have to try and win and not give up," I said. "Yeah, we agree," they said. "Good. Let's go home now," I said.